What's up, guys? Welcome in, welcome in. This is your girl, Coach Shine, and this is the Life with Shine podcast coming at you with another special guest on the Beyond the Chair series. Another hairstylist who's here to share her story, share her journey, more about who she is. We're going to get through this. So, um,
Okay. That was crazy.
yeah, sorry about that. I
No,
appreciate
you're fine. I thought it was my phone. I was like, okay, let me switch to my other phone.
Yeah. Okay, so introduce yourself. Tell us your name, a little bit about where you're from, and what you actually do, like your specialty.
Okay, cool. Well, my name is Ro. It's short for Ronisha. I am originally from Maryland. I've been in Atlanta forever. I might as well be a peach.
Okay.
I have been doing locks, people's lovely locks for the last maybe 10 years now.
Hmm. Nice. I love that. So originally from Maryland, you're in Atlanta, been there for a while, and you
Mhm.
specialize in locks. So
Yes,
let's pick
ma'am.
back a little bit. So where did your journey begin with hair? Like, did it start in your childhood, and what was your journey like leading up to it?
Oh yeah, of course. When I was in high school, probably even a little bit before that, me and my siblings were always doing each other's hair. My older sister, she actually was in hair school, so we were her dummies that she would experiment on. I've had every color hairstyle known to men, short, long, everything. And I never had to personally sit in a hair salon. I've
Okay.
always gotten my hair done by family members. I had a cousin that owned a salon, so for prom, she did my hair for prom. So like hair was already kind of embedded in my family.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think that's always important to have like just somebody that understands the beauty industry and that can kind of guide you into this income
Yeah,
stream because I feel like there's so much potential here. What do you feel
I
are some of
agree.
your current struggles since you've been doing it for a little bit over a decade?
Hmm. Current struggles?
Hmm.
Good question. Maybe getting the myth out of people's head about just the way. Well, I mean, it's a good thing that there is a way that people are seeing that how flexible and how much you can do with locks. So
Hmm.
just having those conversations with people that still, for some reason, are living in the past as if like they got to cut their hair to start their locks. They got to do all this crazy stuff to start locks. So they can't do this with locks. So it's interesting just having those conversations with clients, like with future clients, or just having conversations with people of color and they still don't kind of know anything about locks, which is weird to me because I'm like, I feel like every person you walk by, damn, they got locks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I love your locks. I see you have locks. How long have
Oh,
you had
thank
your locks?
you. I've had them since 2017.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, I've had
okay.
them for a while. So, yeah.
Yeah, I
But
think it's hard for people to connect with the versatility of locks and what it all has to offer unless they have
Mhm.
them. But I
Yeah.
think more so because I know for me, it was a very spiritual journey. I don't know about for you,
Hmm.
but like most
Hmm.
times, you have to really go into like a deep evolution within
Hmm.
yourself in order
Hmm.
to really want to lock your hair. So I think that's probably the disconnect sometimes when people don't
Yeah.
understand. They have to
Yeah.
go through the process to actually be like, okay, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
Do
No,
you
I
find that to be
agree.
something? Yeah.
Yes. So for me, when I first started, it wasn't anything spiritual. I just was literally tired of detangling and like the whole like I'm trying to be natural and it wasn't working out. It eventually evolved to something more spiritual and more like holistic because I had to have these kind of conversations with my clients and I had to know what I was talking about. So I had to do the research myself and I had the experience also with my hair. And I'm learning like what should I be putting in my hair or what should I be eating because that matters also. So it was just kind of like a more natural, holistic thing that I moved to and
Right.
it was the start of me starting my law.
True, true. Yeah, yeah. Wow, I think it's beautiful. What is something that you wish people knew about you?
That I'm really actually really cool. I have a really strong rest in peace. So I may look like I could come off a little like, but I am really cool. Like I'm really nice. When you get to
Yeah,
know, they be like, "Wait, I don't know," but I'm like, "No, I'm really cool. That's just my face." And I'm just like kind of a little more nonchalant. So my personality is just like kind of. I have a good poker face.
true, true. Okay. When's your birthday?
9/11.
Now, oh, okay, that's special.
Mhm.
Wow. What's that, Virgo?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Virgos are definitely cool. Now, I love Virgos. I'm a Leo,
Yeah.
so my birthday's August 19th. So I,
Ooh.
I, I always get along with Virgos. Y'all are real down to earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might be a little crazy, but it's cool.
Yes, for sure. But I love the crazy. I love the crazy. What are some things that you've observed, like in the hair industry, that you wish would be different or could be different?
There's enough room for us.
Hmm.
It's enough room for all of us. Like I feel like I wish there was a more of a, and I feel like it kind of was slightly had periods of times where it was more of a community thing. I don't think it's more community now. I don't think it's the same as it was back in the past. So I
Hmm.
wish that that was still a thing because at the end of the day, where it's still is like it's so many heads. Like we all can't touch everybody's heads. So it's more than the space, more than enough space for everybody. It's like
Yeah,
it's okay. Like Atlanta is a huge, Georgia is a huge state. I mean, we have clients that travel past beyond Georgia, but I'm just like the competitiveness and just the like just the nastiness that and like we're all we all look alike, so why are we going against each other when we should be like really uplifting each other? Like we have like some sister like a sister salon like that we used to work with one of the owners, so like if we can't get something done or do something, we send them that way, and vice versa, like, but that's only one salon that we do that with. So it's just
yeah,
like it's okay, like nobody's losing out on money because it's so much out there.
true. Yeah,
So, and if you are already a good person and your work, your quality of your work is good, you're gonna get that clientele regardless.
true. What do you see for yourself in the next like 5 to 10 years?
In the next 5 to 10 years, baby, hopefully, not hopefully. The goal is to own some assets, own some properties, girl, okay? Some passive
Yes.
income coming in and relocate to another country. Get up
Yeah.
out of here.
Yes. I love that. I mean, I think that's also like the important part of like transitioning, like thinking ownership. Like you said,
Yeah.
land, acquiring some land, investment properties,
Mm-hmm.
ways to make your money grow. I think that's
Yeah.
always the big scheme of it all, really, to
Yeah.
set yourself up for even like later on in life for
Yeah.
retirement. You know,
Yeah,
like
because there's really no real retirement plan in like being an entrepreneur. You have to create your own retirement plan being an entrepreneur. Like you have the beautiful flexibility and your joints are still able to really still be behind somebody or whatever. However, that's not you ain't I know I ain't trying to be behind somebody's head in my 50s. Really
yeah,
in my 40s. So I'm
yeah,
like, the goal is to set it up now where that's not, if I want to take a client, I'll take a client. But yeah.
yeah, for sure. Um, what advice would you give to those who are coming after you?
Hmm. Just so, because I know we're in a social media wave, but however, word of mouth, as we see, is way more stronger. So who you are as a person, how you treat your clients, how you treat people in general, it matters because I get way more clients off of word of mouth than social media. Like I barely post. Like I post every once in a blue moon because I'm like, okay, I really need to post a little bit. But um, who you are as a person, to your clients, making them feel special, making them feel seen and heard on a daily basis. Like just small things, like how's your daughter doing? Or like I have a lot of clients, and and I do, like, once I see them, I'm like, oh, okay, I remember her. She da 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 da, and I just like, how is your mother? I know she was sick, or just that is important.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what anybody's, you yourself included, because when you are having these conversations with your clients, it is like therapy. And it's therapy for yourself too, because you just don't know who you're going to meet, what you're going to talk about, opportunities that come from that. Because I've met different people that are my clients that have also offered their services in other areas that I'm like, dang, yeah, I do need a house. Like, how do I do this? And like, you just don't know. So even if you feeling upset, I know this is a long advice, but even if you feeling upset, leave that at the door, okay?
Yeah.
Because you just don't know who you're talking to in that moment, and you don't know who life you changing in that moment, and you just don't know.
True. I love that. I mean, I think because, you talked about just building connections, like being able to like really, see the bigger picture as well and see opportunity all around you. I had a thought here. What keeps you motivated to like do your job? Like,
My clients,
what is your why?
my clients, because I'll be honest, hair is not the passion. It has always been my hustle, and it's always been a great skill that I can always fall back on, because if all else fails, I know what I can do on somebody's head. I know I can make somebody's head look good. I know they can be happy when they leave my chair. My clients are what drives me to keep going back, because I ultimately love my clients.
Yeah. I love that. What are some of your other passions outside of doing hair?
Well, I moved down here for the film industry, girl, but it's been a little shaky.
Oh,
Lord. Shaky. I did a production probably like a month or so ago, but it's been a little shaky, girl. And I'm like, listen, film ain't paying my bills, okay? So
I know. Okay. I get it. Because being on set for long hours for a little to nothing, I've seen that kind of dynamic, and I was like, how is this profitable for, I get it. I understand.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it, okay? And you gotta figure out how to be one of the ones that's in the chair sitting down, one of them producers that's making the real money.
True that. Yeah. So at least you have that though. Like, so you do like acting, singing. What is that?
Oh, I write.
Okay.
So yeah, I work behind the scenes.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's right, girl. Get your name on them credits. I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any projects that you're currently working on in general, like for your business?
Girl, listen. Right now I'm in a limbo with the film projects. Like, I have wrote something that I've been like kind of shopping around, but we're waiting. We're waiting. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. So hopefully you'll talk more about that. One of the reasons why I started this podcast was because I kind of wanted us to like highlight more hairstylists of who we are beyond the chair, because we have, like you said, those conversations that are like therapy for our clients. And so I've been a hairstylist since 10 years old, and I retired in 2021, my coaching business full time. And what I've realized was that, there was a bridge to be fulfilled within this wealth gap that we have. Because I feel like our income is capped as a hairstylist, because depending on how much we work our hands, standing on our feet, that's how much money we can make. So I wanted us to like think about building wealth in like digital assets, like you was talking about building your assets. And so, but to also get us to like speak more and share more of our story, become a speaker, like, because I'm hosting retreats, I want to do conferences. So this is where I get to like really see like who was really on that wave of like, how can we build, how can we grow, how can we connect? What do you think about the education or the mentor space? Because I know most people think we have to go to school to be an educator as a licensed, professional, but I feel like the coaching industry just paves a way for us to really just step in and like share our knowledge, share our wisdom, create offers that people can really use, even everyday
Yeah.
people. You know, what do you think about that?
I mean, I think that's a really good idea. Like, that would be beautiful. Like, I definitely think there's a gap, in that industry that looks like us that does that. And I think that, that would be dope. That would be super
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah. So yeah, do you do any speaking now, like outside of like film, writing and things like that?
No, so I had been invited to a panel a few times, and I've done it, and which I really felt good about it. Because at first, of course, you have the imposter syndrome, like, "Who want to hear me talk?" But I'm like, well, actually, I know some things. I know
Yeah.
some things. So now it was a very good experience, honestly. I haven't done it recently, but no, the few times that I have done it, it was super cool. Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry. The live just completely shut off. So I'm back. I don't know what happened, but we'll try this again. We'll pick up where we left off. This is so cool, guys. I'm sorry about that, Ro.
No, it's fine. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh.
Correct. So
But no,
yeah.
like I was saying, I have done it. I haven't done it recently, but I've done it a few times, and I actually enjoyed it. It was super cool.
Mhm.
Because I look at it as like like I said before, even when you're having these conversations with your clients, you don't know who you're going to be impacting by giving your story, about different levels, of all walks of lives. Because I got a story, but I was just like, well, who really want to hear my story? But I'm like, I do have a story, and I think it's cool, to have to be in front of people and impact them in different ways that you just don't know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, definitely share your story in ways that you feel creatively. Um, this is where we get a little personal, and
Okay.
then you get to ask me any questions after this. But
Okay.
how is your love life in dating? Like, what are your goals for that?
Girl, listen. Do you got time? No, but so where I'm at right now with dating, I am dating, but I feel like I'm in this little pocket of like where I just don't want to date, because then I'm like, I need to focus on. Yeah, I'm into. I'm on a line. Like, I'm like, I need to focus on like growing my wealth, figuring out my future plans, and blah 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 blah. And then I have, my sister says that every time you have it around your birthday. I'm like, I have this midlife crisis every time around my birthday. Like a month before my birthday, I want to like do this big transition change and all of this stuff. So it's just like, um, I dating is interesting right now, especially just not even just in Atlanta, because it's not even just in Atlanta. It's just an interesting time.
Yeah,
Um, I feel like you are what you attract. So I'm attracting people that are, I guess, building something also, and they're men. They just got time to focus on one thing at a time. They can't focus on a lot of things, so they
got
busy.
it.
So I just
Yeah.
be like, all right, well, why are you making yourself available if you're
Hmm.
busy? Then,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Right.
dating is not, I'm not gonna say it's horrible. It just is.
True.
It just is. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Literally not going anywhere. And I feel like, as time go on, even more, my tolerance gets a lot less.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I try to do a self check where I don't become bitter,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't
Yeah.
take any energy from any last situations or who I've been talking to the next. Like, I give everybody a clean slate. equal room of opportunity. And when I start to feel like I'm not doing that, I just stop dating because I'm like, all right, I'm starting to like give them the same kind of energy, and I don't want to, nobody, the next person doesn't deserve it. So I just like go in cycles, and around this time, I do stop talking to people. Right.
Wait, I thought.
I'll be like, I don't talk to nobody. Everybody get cut off.
Wait, I thought
Everybody
they
get
said.
cut off.
When is cuffing season?
January. They wasn't doing nothing all this year, so everybody.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. That is too funny. No, but
Yeah.
that's real. That's real though. That's honest. I love it. I mean, hey.
Yeah. I've been single for 5 years now, so like I'm like and from my last relationship, I take my time. I'm like, all right, because I don't know what you got going on, so I got to take my time.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. That's all will. All will. So here's a chance for you to ask me any questions you have. This has been a great interview. We're gonna be wrapping this up. But just ask away.
Okay, so I know you said you retired, and you said 2020 or 2021.
2021, yeah.
So do you still have your salons, or are you just completely like hair is?
I love this question. So the truth of the matter is, so I've been having like these full circle moments. So I actually do have my salon, Drika Hair Studio. I specialize in micro lock, so I have my own private clients. My partner and we actually are now in the process of pretty much investing in our salon space. We have the space already. We're just furnishing it right now. So it's going to actually host up to nine stylists. So we're actually, committed to having a salon space for other hairstylists and to support them in their journey. So
Nice.
I'm pretty excited. It's fun times, but it's something that you just build, day by day, step by step. But yeah, I'm excited for this chapter because I freed up a lot of my time and energy to do whatever I want.
Right.
And to do what I truly love, which is coaching and teaching and educating. So I'm looking forward to being able to mentor these ladies into their best selves,
Nice. I love that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Where's
Thank
your
you.
your new salon gonna be located?
In Augusta, Georgia. So I'm not
Okay,
far from you.
Augusta.
Yeah.
Nice.
I used to live in Smyrna or Marietta actually.
Okay.
But I used to live there for about 10 years, but I moved back here just to go to college here. I moved back here in like 2024, so I've been back like about 2 years now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So do
You know
you
what it's
see
like to
multiple?
rebuild.
You see
Huh?
multiple salons, or you just
That's a good question. Yes, you asking all the tea. So I do have a model, which is my studio. Like I have the blueprint. So I'm replicating it. So the salon space is going to have everything that's designed exactly to the T. So the design will be just like it's branded. This is the color scheme. This is what we use. This is the product. This is what. So I am going to eventually expand out once we continue running the operations on the day-to-day for the one we're creating now. But to actually offer like franchises in other areas.
I just was about to say that franchise. Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
So I really dedicate a lot of time to like do the groundwork and the foundational work to understand each level of business. So I'm pretty excited to do it.
Cool. That's so cool. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I had to ask.
Yes, ma'am. So tell us, how can they connect with you? How can they work with you? How can they connect and make sure they follow you?
Okay. Well, you can actually follow me at Lock Lounge ATL_row. That is my business page, my hair page, and then I have my personal page, Row the Create Her _, and that is my personal page, my film page, a little bit more my personality page.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. So, Ro, thank you so much for your time and your energy today. This is what I feel. I feel that we are going to really see some changes in the industry, and I think it starts with you, it starts with me, it starts with all of us. So if you want that community, make sure you get into one or build one, either or. But I'm going to make sure I send you a message because I have a special offer for you if you'd like to get coaching. I have a deal that's going on exclusively for those who've done the interview with me. And like I said, I want to hope to invite you, because you're not far, girl, you're up the street. Invite you to our retreat that we're hosting. It's annually, but one of these times you can kind of come in and enjoy just 5 days away where we get to really mastermind.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for having me.
Thank you so much, Ro. I appreciate everything.
Have a good day.
Bye.